Fala, galera. Estamos começando a transmissão. Vai ter uma entrevista com uma pessoa do time da Craft World, né, do Dynamite, que é um jogo que começou a bombar na comunidade, a galera fica maluca. Então a gente resolveu chamar ela, trocar uma ideia, fazer perguntas, entender esse jogo que realmente é bem viciante. Então, deixa eu trazer aqui no palco a galera. Aqui. Hi, Agnes and everybody. It would be a pleasure to have her here and ask questions about this game that have really took our community from the storm. So everybody started to play, and it's very addictive. And Kaju was the main leader that brought us this game, and then Locutor, another guy here in the stage, is a crazy guy that play a lot, and bring a lot of insights for the community. I'm gonna try, Agnes, to ask the questions, and after your answers, try to brief in Portuguese because people are so anxious here. They're asking, "No, I don't want to wait for the translation. I'm gonna know. I want to know the answers now." Okay.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
Eu tô falando que eu vou tentar traduzir alguma das respostas dela. First of all, thank you a lot to be here and answer us. Are you staying in Germany as the main team, or the team is diversified in the countries they live?
Yeah, we are almost all based in Germany. We have one colleague who is working out of London, but the rest of the team is either located in Berlin or in Hamburg.
Nice.
But the headquarter, kind of, even though we are a small team, is in Berlin.
Yeah. I really like Berlin. I was there 20 days ago. I like that. I like that city. And so, just for you understand, here we are a community focused on trading and searching all sides of the blockchain, meme coins, bitcoins, and games, airdrops, and all kind of things related with blockchain. But our main focus is trading. But one day, Kaju, these mad lads here, brought us this game and show us like, oh, a place like this, they're gonna go to running, blah 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 blah. And 1 week later, a lot of people here started to be very addicted to the game and start to play a lot, try to competition inside the community about their ranking. What you're seeing outside, what's the main countries playing? What's the story about this game?
Yeah, glad that you asked. Yes, so I'm really happy to hear, because the whole aim of the game is really that players are having fun. So yeah, it's always great to hear that players are getting addicted and really can't stop playing. So basically we have a very broad player base. Nowadays as well, a lot of people from Brazil, because as well we will launch this month on Ronin, and they have a really great community in Latin America. So we have as well a big player base from there, but as well from Asian countries like the Philippines or Indonesia, Vietnam. So it's actually spread all over the globe. Yeah.
Nice. E eu perguntei para ela a primeira coisa, assim, né? De onde são os maiores jogadores? Ela tá falando que tem aqui, mas tem na Ásia também, Vietnã. Ela falou algum outro país da Ásia que pulou agora para mim. Was nice, but when you said the countries in Asia, you said countries close to Brazil, close by Brazil, like in the meaning of economic, like has all kind of people a lot of money with less money. And Vietnam, Indonesia, Philippines, the kind of places, it's the places that Axie Infinity, as example, was very strong, because has a lot of people wanted to play to receive like $10 daily, something like that. are you thinking? The team thinks that the game will go for something like that to focus in this kind of player, or no? How is the idea about the game? Because I read the CEO interview about the long term idea, and the idea of to have this game not to be something like for just 1 week, but for long term. But how do you see that in putting people to work will be like 1 week challenge and 1 month challenge, and that we're gonna receive prizes? How do you think the economy player will engage using Dinocoin and this kind of thing?
Yeah. Yeah, so for us, it's really important to like not be a one shot, but really, make a mark and stay in the whole Web3 gaming industry. So we built actually a whole player-owned economy around the game. So as you know, you craft resources and then you level up with contributing to the masterpiece. And all these resources in the game are actually like tokens on the blockchain. And the vision is to like incorporate these tokens as well into other games. So that's like the beauty of crypto and Web3, that actually the player own the tokens. So that's why it's player owned, and they can take them onwards as well. So right now we had Craft World, and 3 weeks ago we launched a second game, which is like a meta layer on top of Craft World, which is called Project Voyager. And as well, then in the second game, you can use all the resources from Craft World in Project Voyager, and then you solve different missions. And for that, you get crystals. And then depending on the amount of your crystals, you get as well a distribution of Dinocoin. And we plan to build like a real whole economy around this. So with Craft World, we had the opportunity to as well get Web2 players into the game, because the team is like really experienced with gaming, and our founder, he previously founded Colibri Games, which sold like for multiple million dollars to Ubisoft, and they were very successful as well in this style of games. So obviously everyone like brought their experience into Craft World. So we used this to actually market as well to Web2 players. And then with Project Voyager, which launched 3 weeks ago, we are targeting all the Web3 players. So with this, we have already like built a flywheel of to engage and like address as well different kind of players. And then we have as well future plans to build, for example, a little mini game on X, which is called Dinogotchi, and then you need to feed the Dinogotchi some resources, because otherwise it's starving and it's hungry. It's really like funny and gamified. And this is how we want to like use all these resources in different types of games. And then as well, in addition to this, we do as well sometimes partner events where we actually integrate the whole CI, so the whole corporate identity of another partner of another game or even another community into a game. So we did it as well with the More team. These are like the guys behind Steppen. And we integrate their SUT token, like the whole IP is like cats and everything. So we had a cucumber masterpiece because cats hate cucumber. It was like really fun, and a lot of their community as well joined. So we have as well the opportunity in this kind of flywheel to integrate even other tokens from other games, other communities into ORs. And you can use these tokens then in Craft World to craft then new higher tier resources. And like these whole partner events, they are very time limited. So they run like for 1 or 2 weeks. And you can like only have these tokens in this period of time. And obviously the partner gives prizes onto it, and it's like a really fun thing. So we use like all these different opportunities to like build a whole Dino universe, and not only like one game, but we have like really a vision of like this player-owned economy behind it.
So, Agnes, so in my understanding, the game you have another ecosystem, right? Or another game.
Yeah, we have Craft World as like the first game we built, and on top of it we built like a meta game, which is like sitting on it, and it's like filing into it because you need to use the resources from Craft World to actually play in Project Voyager.
Okay.
Project Voyager is time limited, so it's only running like till 1st PM.
So this game will depend the token side the Dino farm. That's it, yeah.
So it's like that.
Interesting. And I don't know if you can say this, but you know the release this game you will release when they have the mainnet, or we cannot say.
Yeah, it's already out there. It's Project Voyager. Are you playing it with the Dino Engineer? And where you have like these different crystals to collect?
Yeah, we are doing the Project Voyagers, the crystals reward,
Yes.
the mainnet,
Yeah.
going to the mainnet.
Yeah, so Craft World is continuously running. And then on top, we had like for 4 weeks or so having Project Voyager ending this week. And then there will be a little cut for a little bit of time. But then still in July, we will we will wipe Craft World, and then we will launch on Mainnet with like a clear cut. And like with Project Voyager, we wanted to make sure that because the game is like Craft World is already out since a longer time on testnet, we're really like building with the community. We didn't want to just like build for several months or even years, not knowing what people think about what we're actually doing. So it was really like important for us that to integrate the whole community, and we see them as well as a team. And we wanted to make sure that they get as well rewarded for like the whole time they were playing Craft World. So that's why you use the resources of Craft World in Project Voyager. You get a Dino coin distribution, which is like a whole, like the Dino coin is like a pure community token, which was as well important for us. Like there's no investor allocation, no team allocation, anything. And the Dino coin distribution is on Mainnet, and this is then the coin you can use after Craft World Mainnet launched in July.
Just to understand, when they go to the mainnet, all the Dino coins, test nets, all the equipment, it's all vanish, all right? Right?
Yes.
But in the NFTs, who has the NFTs has production of fire inside the game and outside the game in the Polygon blockchain. What's going to happen with this fire with this water that today is in the Polygon?
Yes, so we will find a way to switch it to Mainnet.
Okay.
So to run in Main. So right now, if you own a water dino or a fire dino, you just simply need to have it in the wallet, which is well connected to your Craft World game, and then automatically the tokens your fire or water dino produces are mirrored into Craft World. So actually, you're not using your real Mainnet Polygon tokens from your dino. You're just using a mirrored version of it. And all the tokens your dino has created, which you have like actually assembled, will be then transverted into Mainnet Ronin token.
And okay, please.
No, I just want to add that because some people ask as well, and the Dino NFTs will stay on the Ethereum though. So,
good, understood. Yeah, because right now with the game, the testnet is in Cephalonia basenet, the fire and the water is in the Polygon, the NFTs in Ethereum right now.
Yeah.
I know. I understood because it's true. When you are doing the project and testing, it's normal to test a lot of things. I understand.
Agnes, Daniel, he both won NFT, fire NFT, with 200 fires.
So he bought one or he won one?
No, he both. He bought one. He bought one with 200,000 fire coin. You think he's luck?
So you can buy them on OpenSea or Blur or like any big.
Yeah, no, but he both inside the NFT he claimed
Ah,
200,000 fire.
When I bought,
yeah,
what he's saying is I bought like
okay.
1 week, 2 weeks ago, and when I
Yeah,
bought
that's already
the
nice.
the
Yes,
the less users, the less buyers, or the guy that who means never claimed the fire, so
that's
I
yeah,
could understood I could buy. I could now I have a lot of fire.
that's awesome. That's a very good start. You got there already for Mainnet. Nice. Yeah,
Yeah, I,
that's a good one.
and a question about this, because I read about the CEO saying that all the resources are tokens and all this kind of thing, and Dinocoin is a token, of course, and all these resources and even at least Dinocoin gonna have any liquidity associated with running token, allowing swap
Yeah, so
Dino
yeah, so
and
right
running.
yeah, right now we don't plan to like list it on any decentralized exchange or anything similar. But since it's a token on a blockchain, it actually belongs to the players, right? So anyone can just open up a liquidity pool and provide liquidity for it, and then kind of pair it with any other token possible. So we think this will eventually happen, but we don't plan to do it on ourselves at this moment.
I understood. It's going to be possible in the mainnet if I want to. You open a my pool Dinocoin with running in any decentralized exchange. It's possible, no problem. But the team won't put liquidity on that. That's the answer.
Yeah, for now, yes.
I understand. The questions about the second question written here, because we asked the people which kind of questions they want to ask for you. So I'm reading. It's not my questions. I'm not so intelligent. Dino coins. Dino coins described as a key part of the ecosystem economy. Could you share more details about its issuance, total supply, burn mechanisms, or inflation control? How do you plan to ensure that the token economic sustainability over the long term?
Yes. So yeah, as I mentioned before, it's very important for us, like that people know that it's a pure community token. So yeah, we don't. It's not so important for us how it will play out, because a lot of people are speculating over prices and anything that. But since we don't plan to list it, it's used in craft world right now as like an exchange token. So if you want to, like, there's this in-game exchange, and if you want to trade with it, you need actually always to trade your tokens into Dino coins, and then you can trade it into any other resources. So that's like the value of the Dino coin, and the whole in-game exchange is like driven by supply and demand of the players. So really depending on what is being produced, what is being purchased, and as well like what is being asked right now in the masterpiece, this is how like the prices as well evolve. And yeah, there's like always like in the real economy like a natural equilibrium which like evens the prices out. So if something would be like too high, the economy will just like bring it down to a natural price for like the in-game exchange. And yeah, we use the Dino coin as just like a mean of exchange into this. So yeah, that's how it's tied into the economy. And I was asked what's the total supply.
Issuance, supply, this kind of metrics.
Yes. Yeah, I quickly need to double check before I say something wrong. Let me check. But we as well, non-dependent of the initial supply, we as well withhold to like create more Dino coin in the future if we like see a need for it. So it's not like as well a capped supply, but yeah, depending on how we evolve, we as well might change it. And I think it's 1 billion, but I need to double check.
I saw it something like that too. I would say, but with no cap.
Yeah.
Somewhere in another place is written no cap or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's not capped. I mean, there is one, we do a dino coin distribution, and that's the current distribution. But as I said, in the future, we may just like create more.
But just to be clear, like after this project Voyager that stopped in 2-3 days, gonna be another seasons of players, like, because in my point of view, why everyone engaged so much, at least in my community, because they wanna receive Dino Coin, but they wanna receive Dino Coin because they wanna use this for something else later. If they don't have something like, I'm gonna play later, just another challenge to receive, I don't know, Ronin, or to receive more Dino Coin, or to receive a land that's gonna be used in another game. What's gonna be the how gonna say, like, the carrots for people continue to play Craft World after Project Voyager?
Yeah. So I just checked; it's 1 billion supply as of now. And yeah, exactly. That's a very good question. And so first of all, you can use it in Ronin mainnet, because everything, like the whole craft world game, will be wiped. All resources will be wiped, all your progress, and so on. But you use this progress in Project Voyager, got the Dino Coin distribution, and this is a mainnet Dino Coin distribution. So this is like then the coin you start with when Craft World then launches on mainnet Ronin. So it gives you already there an advantage, because you don't start from zero. You have already Dino Coins, which you then can use in exchange and everything. And then as well, we always say, like, this is currently Project Voyager Season 1. And we are already thinking about like a second season. It's not clear yet. It's not like official, but yeah, we can really foresee that there is a second season, and then we can imagine as well, like dropping some NFTs, for example, as you said, some land, or even like there's another collection which we haven't still launched, like the air dinos. So we could imagine as well launching this in a second season. Yeah, I think there are many opportunities as well, like how craft worlds can evolve. So after we launched on mainnet, then we will have as well a little bit more time again to then continue to work in craft worlds, and then as well evolve there. And there's as well a whole vision, like there's this world map, and yeah, we really want to build this out, that you can build cities, and then there's like it depends where your land is, if it's near a volcano or a river, and then the whole ecosystem and whole like environment is well influential on this. And so we really like plan to mirror kind of the real world out there, where you as well use resources and then build stuff with wood. You like build a wooden house and so on. We really want to think it even further, and like really have a lot of like gamified items in there. I can like build bridges and so on. Like the division is endless. So yeah, there will be a lot of opportunities for the future as well.
I would say in a Brazilian perspective, and I talk with a lot of people in my community, I would say that it would be very nice if the next season, I'm not saying that it has to be an enormous price, a big price, but some kind of price that involves distribution of Ronin, because when to Ronin mainnet, this kind of thing, it would be nice to challenge, to put more people in the game, because if you do that, a lot of people are gonna try to buy coins and do all the economy that the company don't want to do, and bring more people inside, because people in Brazil, Vietnam, Philippines, Indonesia, in all these kind of places, for them, having the opportunity to receive, not guaranteed to receive, but have the opportunity to play and receive some dollars, makes a lot of difference. Not for me. For me, I became addicted because I saw the community playing, and I wanted to understand the game, because my time don't value the game. My time is much more precious than the time that I spend in the game, because it's very addictive. But I see a lot of people here dreaming about their job and wanting to play again, but with some kind of advantage, because if it has zero incentives, won't won't have least long, not in Brazil at least.
Yeah, we have already a very cool idea. So I was like talking previously about like these in-game partner events, right? And we already started to tease it on X that there will be a new in-game partner event coming with some of the Ronin communities. And these events are always like very time limited, but then they have like much bigger prize pools. So I don't, it's nothing set yet, but for example, for more, last time we had like a huge prize pool of like all the SUT, which were like then converted into the game. I think like the first masterpiece rank was like 3,000 USDT translated, and then we threw in some like some water dinos, a fire dino NFT into the prize pool. So for example, like with these partner events, we have like really way bigger opportunities to as well have like a short-term, really fun gameplay, which as well then attractive prize pools. And then obviously, the further you are in the game, or like then you already like learned how to play, and then you can perhaps do smarter moves and then really compete in this in-game event. And I think for this one will be as well very special because this time everyone starts from the beginning. So everyone kind of gets equal start, even though obviously depending on your dino coin distribution, you are a bit further or not. Yes, I think this will be very interesting, and we will launch. We are working on it already. We will launch it shortly after Mainnet launch, and that's going to be as well like a great opportunity. I think I'm sure that people will be hyped because this is always fun. It's like great IP. The game then looks totally different. So it's like a completely new land plot, so you then swipe to the left and then you're in a really different world, and this time like in the Ronin world, and it's gonna be fun.
It's nice because we seen the testnet this kind of plans to introduce the land system, no? And I saw that you said some lands are close to the volcanoes, some lands are close to the lagoons, or maybe a lake or the sea. But at the same point, that at the lagoon you have the octopus. It's funny to see how can you work with that. And in my point of view, I have 43 years old. I'm not new. So I played like 20 years ago a game called Civilization, and I really liked it there when I was a teenager, like 12 years old, 30 years ago. And I really liked it. And in some ways, close to the Dino world, because you have to craft the resource, you have to learn, and you may have your base. You can do something like in the future to have guilds or clans to fight with other guilds and clans to claim rewards. You have a lot of different opportunities in the game.
Yeah, exactly. We really want as well then include guilds into the whole gameplay, and then it will be as well important where your land plot is and who your neighbor is, and then you can like even like form a guild with your neighbor, because it might be like strategically, or it might be cheaper to like transfer resources between land plots who are like next to each other and so on. So yeah, it's like really, there's like a lot of possibilities to make it really, really big and really, really fun.
Yeah. Any questions, Caju, ou pessoal da galera aí que tá... Que eu não consegui traduzir tudo, depois a gente faz as traduções, mas alguém com dúvidas?
Do you have any idea about the new NFT, the new resource will be coming?
Yeah, so nothing is decided yet, but we always said that there will be 4 collections, and 2 are already out there. So the Fire and the Water Dino NFT is already out, and then there's definitely the Air Dino NFT coming, and kind of we need to see with the Earth Dino NFT, because now we have already the Earth Mine. But yeah, so there will be a Earth Dino mint coming, but we don't know yet when. But obviously, like first we end Project Voyager, then we launch on Mainnet, then we do the Ronin partner event, and perhaps then we have some time to think about this.
Maybe free mint to NFT holders?
I don't know. I can only say that the supply, I actually need to double check, but it's all together, all collections are planned to be 10,000. So the price perhaps something with 3,500, and we might change it. But obviously it's not like too high. So like you want to have a like whitelist allocation, allow list allocation, and nothing set, but like I can imagine obviously like holders or perhaps even people with other perks can then get like definite allow lists and so on. So yeah, as I said, it's not planned, so everything might change, but I mean that would be as well a nice way, and we will come up with cool things.
Please be nice with yours, please.
I understood.
Too expensive this NFT.
I understood that it's not a priority right now. The other NFTs, you're focused on the Mainnet launch. That's the
Yes, exactly. So right now the first priority was like build Project Voyager. We spent like 2-3 months almost on it, and then right now already this month we will launch on Ronet Mainnet, and like right now the team is focused, really full focus on this, because we as well a very small team of like 11-12 people, and yeah, after we launched on Mainnet we have some time to breathe again, and then yeah, focus on like the next steps.
one thing that I can say from my heart is that the game is very addictive. I don't know. For me, it's the green buttons.
Yeah.
I would say it's the
Yeah, same. I always collect, even though I wouldn't need to collect, just because like I want to click. Oh yes, also nice to hear.
Yeah, true. For me, it's the same, because at the beginning I don't want to lose my time with this kind of thing, because I'm a trader. So when I'm not looking for the market or not looking for the charts, I'm losing money. Playing this kind of thing, I'm
Yeah.
losing money because it's my time.
Yeah.
But in a week, I get very addicted. Maybe in 4 days, I started the game and went in the ranking 10,000 in 4 days.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean sometimes you just need to have fun as well, right? Apart from your work, so it's always good to like
No,
let
but
your mind flow, play a little bit.
no, this is the point. Sometimes you're talking, but you want the mind flow and put in the browser and just press some buttons. I like it, the game. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I won't talk to you and made the stream. I really liked the game, but in my point of view, the only way that the game persists is every month has a different carrot, a different reason for people starting another season and this kind of thing, because otherwise the game lost a lot of the interest. You have always to have some kind of carrot.
Yeah, so we really focused at the beginning on like the early player experience, and I think as well after the mainnet launch we will have more time as well to build Craftworld more as well into like having a really immersive or great mid-term player experience, and yeah, we have already like really nice ideas for as well some features as well to like keep people hooked in Craftworld. Yeah. So there's a lot more coming.
Cajuzinho, locutor. Agnes, for my questions I made, do you, Caju and Locutor, they don't have any questions. Do you have more things to say for the communities, things to say about to Brazil? Or
Yeah, so I know I recently learned that, or so I can say vamos, vamos, vamos. There are only 3.5 days left to play Project Voyager. So guys, yeah, don't get tired. You can make this. Let's finish strong. Project Voyager is finishing on Thursday 3 p.m. CET. So it's 1 p.m. UTC, and we will as well make an announcement in our Discord. So please follow us.
Agnes.
Stay up to date. Yeah.
Agnes, the launch will be, I think, like in 2 days, right?
Yes,
We could
So the project Voyager ends in 3 days, and then there will be like 1 or 2 weeks break, and then still in July, mainnet launch will happen.
So we could be wait for more news when the launch is ready, don't allow to release it. We could be check more news or different stuff to make us more excited.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, always check the Discord, always check the announcements, and obviously then when Project Voyager ended, there will be first before we launch a mainnet the Dino coin distribution, which is as well very exciting. So we will announce soon as well how this will work. So yeah, everyone like knows what to do. And then shortly after we launch on mainnet, we will do like this partner event with Ronin, which will be like really, really cool. And yeah, we will as well announce when this is like starting and everything, but I will keep you definitely as well updated, so you won't miss it.
Yeah, you have a lot of Brazilians that really like the game. Like just inside my community, inside the Discord, you have 52 lives talking to you. And today in Brazil, it's like Monday, just after the work. Like people are really, really in the game here in my community, and very natural. Like the Caju was the virus transmitter and transmitted the virus of Dino for a lot of people here. So it's,
That's so great. I really appreciate it. That's really cool.
Yeah,
And we
because sometimes the market is not good and we don't have enough to do, and then we start to look for another stuff, and I found this game and say, guys, look at this, amazing, very addictive. Check it out.
yeah, and we as well have like a Brazilian language channel, so obviously yeah, there are a lot more people in our community where you guys can feel like welcomed and home, and as well talk in your own language. And yeah, I think it's super cool to see that there are so many people from like all over the world playing Craft Worlds. And I've never been to Brazil, and it's really, really high on my bucket list. And like seeing more and more people coming, I think that's need to be my next trip. So yeah, thank you as well for like the inspiration and like joining us and being part of this.
yeah, Brazil has a lot of connects of Germany. I live in the south part of Brazil, and in my city, we have a very big Germany colony. And
Oh, nice. Yeah.
yeah, south part of Brazil had a lot of Germany immigration in the 1 century before, like before this.
Some places speak German and Portuguese.
Well,
That's awesome. I didn't know. Yeah, so much to
Yeah.
learn.
mhm.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Maybe one day you
So
come
I
here.
need to.
Yeah, Germans like
Yeah, I need to. Please.
Germans like Brazil. A lot of people asking about alpha, 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 alpha. Do you have any extra alpha outside saying to people play as much as
Please.
they can the game?
Yeah, so like, okay, what can be an alpha? I think like this partner event is an alpha. Perhaps I can tell you already. I think we will have 4 different Ronin communities joining us. So normally we only do it with one community. This one will be a big one because there are like 4 different IPs joining Craft World, all like from Ronin. So yeah, there will be a lot of people joining. It would be really nice. And yeah, perhaps another alpha is don't like in season 2, you might be keeping your Dino engineer. It's not sure, but yeah, perhaps there will be more use for this.
What the Dino Engineer is the equipment? I do this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
This is alpha.
So how about the extra items? You think it's okay to sell the items or keep it holding?
Yeah, that's a very good question. And yeah, I think you need to find this out on yourself.
Yeah, because this is gonna.
Perhaps a mix of both. Yeah, because yeah, it's not completely decided yet. But yeah, perhaps you shouldn't destroy all of it. But again, we haven't decided on it completely. So Don't come back to
I'm
me.
afraid that you destroy in the next day. Hey guys, listen, something different.
But I can see what you're
No.
But I can see what you're
Yes.
saying, and I thought that I can destroy the commons, but I won't destroy my epics, my mythics for no way reason. I will destroy that. That's for sure.
That sounds good. Yeah, nice.
Because it's a way to reward people playing this a lot, that open a lot of boxes. Because Agnes, here for us, the free box, it starts at 9 o'clock evening. So for you, it's going to be something like 1 o'clock in the morning, maybe 2 in the morning. And we have some kind of a congregation here, people opening one by one, showing showing the browsers and opening. We have music. We have some kind of parties in the opening the boxes.
Hazuki, põe a música aí só para ela ouvir.
Show our soundtrack.
Show the music. Mostra a música aí para ela.
A gente tá falando que tá musiquinha, o Hazuki.
Tem que puxar ele.
I think he's not ready because he do this every day. Like,
levanta a mão.
Out of the PC, he's saying. But we have an audio guy that do all the day, all the night. He has 2 or 3 musics when you open legendary or a mythic, something like that. When you open a normal, different music. It's funny, very funny.
That's so good. Yes, I would love to see that. I need to hang out in this Discord as well more often.
This is the last one. We have different chats from audio chats. The last one is KG, airdrops and games. In this one is in the 9 o'clock, the opening time. We have Brazilian party.
Okay, nice. I'm gonna check it out. That's really cool, guys.
So I'm gonna say thank you a lot. If you have any other thing to say to Brazil, otherwise I'm gonna say thank you. You said a lot of things for us. It's amazing to have you here.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. Vamos and let's fucking raw.
Thank you, Agnes. Raw, galera. Escreve raw aí, galera.
Thank
you so much.
I'm gonna try to do a briefing in Portuguese now, and thank you so much, Agnes.
Okay, thank you for having me. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Se alguém mais quiser subir e resumir, mas pelo que eu entendi, ela falou que na próxima temporada outras comunidades vão se juntar ao jogo. Eu tinha visto uns posts desse falando que o jogo vai se, né, na Ronin vai se expandir, que vai trazer mais gente, que vai ter mais jogador. Ela disse isso. Ela disse também que uma coisa que ela disse, que meio que é um alfa, para não queimar os equipamentos, principalmente quando a gente abre os boxes dos legendários, dos míticos, que isso aí deve passar para a Mainnet. Foi isso que você entendeu também, Caju?
Eu entendi para manter o boneco equipadão. Mas eu tinha perguntado os extras. Assim que os extras, acho que a gente pode deletar. Isso que eu entendi.
Mas ela falou para você descobrir por você mesmo, né, cara? Eu não queimaria também.
Eu não queimaria nada a partir de épico, eu não queimaria nada. Como ele é comum e incomum, só não queimaria mais nada, pelo que eu entendi que ela falou. Não ficou muito claro para mim, porque ela falou Season 2. Eu não entendi se essa é Season 1, mas deve ser, né? Porque Season 0 é estranho. O que mais ela falou? Ela falou que, tipo, ela não vai fazer, eles não vão fazer pool de liquidez com Dinocoin, mas que vai ter pool de Dinocoin porque alguém vai fazer, né? Já estava tendo na testnet com o próprio filipino vendendo na testnet, não estava?
Cara, é o mesmo papo exatamente quando tinha no Pixel a Barry lá. Eles falavam que não ia ter liquidez colocada pela empresa. Mas quando lançou o token, tipo, eu tinha esquecido de falar isso até na última vez. Eu tava num grupo, cara, que a gente tinha pelo menos assim 1000 contas por baixo. E sangrando. E aí, tipo, eu peguei, ele tava na mesma posição de agora. Eu tinha os NFTs, sabia que eles poderiam subir, mas o sangramento ia ser tanto que eu vendi tudo, cara. Por causa desse papo que eles falaram, que não ia ter liquidez injetada pela empresa. E quando lançou, cara, nossa, tinha muita liquidez. Tanto que deu para vender por, tipo, um mês, assim. O papo foi
Então é
mesmo,
tranquilo,
né?
a gente já sabe que vai poder trocar, tipo, token por ROM.
Mas meio que ela quis dizer, cara, não vendam suas dinocoins, não seja burra. Ela falou isso uma hora.
Sim. Porque eu acho que a Mainnet vai premiar muito quem continuar jogando. Isso que eu entendi.
Eu também, pelo que eu entendi, tipo, o que eu entendi quem tem os NFTs, tudo que tem agora vai continuar tendo na próxima temporada, isso foi uma coisa que ela falou. Ela falou que na próxima temporada vão entrar várias outras comunidades para jogar junto. Eu acho que Pixel é uma das comunidades que vai jogar junto, locutor. Axel, eu vi.
Eu tenho certeza de uma. Uma eu tenho certeza que é essa aqui. Deixa eu pegar aqui, ó, o link. Esse aqui, ó. Ronquiverse. Parece que essa porra aí vai produzir arroz, esse NFT aí.
Porque o Pixel eles fazem isso também. Dentro do Pixel tem a temporada e eles precisam entrar em outro jogo para conseguir os itens.
Então, vai ter
Pixel já
4.
tem
Isso
isso.
ela falou, 4 jogos vão entrar no Craftwork na próxima temporada.
Então vai atrair muita gente.
Ela falou isso. Ela falou isso. Ela falou assim, ó, normalmente é uma comunidade que joga. A gente está trazendo 4 ao mesmo tempo. Vai ter muita gente. Ela falou isso.
É legal.
Mas o que isso significa? Que para
ainda tá em live, ou Dede?
Tá, tô em live. Quer que eu feche a live para a gente falar agora das...
Sim.
Show. Ó, galera, aqui também, esse jogo também é jogo de guilda, então, pô, quando chega agora, pô, transmitir ao vivo, todo o debate com a Agnes, passei info para todo mundo, mas eu entendo na minha comunidade como a gente vai jogar em guilda, quer também pegar os alfa, a gente entre a gente, daí a gente também não passar 100%. Então, quem quiser mesmo, vem aqui, tem o link embaixo e vem fazer parte da comunidade. Fui.